What's up, guys? So this week and for the next few weeks, I'm going to be renovating my putting green. I am tearing it up, I'm putting down some soil, and doing some very unorthodox things to it. You might like it, you might disagree with it. However, just make sure you like the video, leave a comment if you got something to say about it, and subscribe to keep up to date with the progress of how everything's working out. We'll see you in a few minutes. So that storm that we got last week did a number on my putting green. It tore it up, it washed it out, the peat moss is running all over the place, and it is extremely uneven. So I'm about to throw a whole bunch of soil on top of it and kill whatever grass is here, because I need it to hold moisture and not burn, because it's just sand, like sand. There's nothing to it, it doesn't hold in place. You get a downpour, that's it. We're gonna change that. Let's get at it. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rake it all out, get all the sticks, leaves, clumps of peat moss off of it, get it somewhat smooth, and then start throwing down some soil. We'll see you in a bit. So before I get too carried away, I just want to show you this. I don't know if you can see that or not, but look at that. Just not smooth. Stuff all over the place. Sticks. One spot where the grass is actually doing pretty good, but I'm going to cover it up too. Alright. It's time to get this thing raked out. So I got 10 bags down. I'm gonna cut them open, spread it out, see what the coverage is like. If I need more, I'll go bring more. Let's see what this does. Not even joking. It looks like they just had the cow shit in a bag and then they sold it. It's pretty wet, so I'll probably have to let it dry out a little bit before I can fully spread it out, like do the final grade, but good enough for now other than the smell. Let's get back at it. Okay, so it's been about 20 minutes of just sitting in the sun. I mean, it's not dried out yet by any stretch, but it's getting there and keeps spreading a little bit more. Probably have to add another couple bags, but I'll check back in a few minutes. See you in a bit. Alright, so I have 18 bags of cow dung, whatever you want to call it, down on the putting green now. So I gotta still let it dry out a bit so I can actually spread it, because it's just clumps. It's literally cow shit. Part of my language, but that's what it is. But it should work out pretty good and not wash away quite so easily. And I know that they say don't layer your soils, but at the same time, don't tell me what to do. We'll see how this works out. So while I'm at this, working on the green, and I got all this soil laying around, just gonna fill in some bare patches like this, because my lawn is just sand. Just sand. It's done pretty good, but it needs some organic matter. So I'm going to throw that down in a couple spots, show you what it looks like after. See you in a bit. Alright guys, so I don't want to give you guys the impression that this spring I just aerated my lawn, dethatched it, threw some seed down, and it came out perfect. It did not. Come on, be realistic. But it did turn out pretty damn good. Sorry, just picking up a knife. I mean, it's green. It's 100% better than it was. It's not 100% overall. So you can see, this is beside the green, but this is like all washout from the putting green. So it's all washed down, it's just sand, which is typically our soil up here. It's a little bit of crap and then dirt. So there's some patches over here, which I'm not too worried about. But getting out into the lawn, like, I don't know if you can see that, right along that line. So I threw some cow poop down there. This was an old fire pit in this area. And it's filled in quite nice, but again, just dirt. So hopefully that'll fill in. I mean, not hopefully, it will fill in. But just to show you guys some imperfections that's on my lawn. And then of course, alongside my water totes, a little bit along the side, and again, it's just sand. And then by the back door, which is a high traffic area, so that eventually will get mulched. I'll put a border around it, but that's it. Other than that, it's pretty thick and lush back here. But again, not perfect, but that's what this is all about, right? So, as for now, putting green needs to dry out with all that clumped up cow poop, and I'll rake it out tomorrow, smooth it out. I'll film some, but yeah, smooth that out. I'll roll over it, and then probably on the weekend I'll put seed down because next week is looking pretty damp, which is a good thing, and I'll obviously keep you updated.